G'day guys, Tony here from Offtap Brewing. Just intro to the video. Brew day today, brewing Pom's Breath, my ESB. In order for a couple of them, so we're up. It's just like 7 in the morning. I haven't even had coffee yet. Don't even have pants on, but just come out and I've set the Brewmeister. She's set up. It's heating up now. Pump break, ventilation of pumps has happened and it's heating up, so I've got to hook a few more tubes up and get some stuff recirculating through there. I'm going with a different grade of let's have a look. I'm going with a different grade of mesh over my bag today, just in case my crush was like the other one. This one's a bit coarser, so hopefully I won't have the problems I had last time on the Bubbles and Chalk Brew Day. We've got the tree cut down, as you guys know, so we're just waiting for that little thing over there to poke its head up to there, so about another 10-15 minutes, 20 minutes away maybe, and this thing here will start to produce some energy, which will slow that down. Won't make it go backwards today, running the two, the Brewmeister and the urns, but it'll definitely save me some money. Alright guys, I'm going to go and get a coffee and some tubing and some shoes on my feet. Alright, the grains are crushed. I go a nice fine crush, really fine. Get good efficiency off that. With that manifold sleeves, mate, nothing gets caught in there, and the Brewmeister's handling the fine crush with the lower amount of grain. If you try and squeeze a lot in there, it becomes like a big cake, and I'm finding great results with a really fine crush. Mate, there's a lot of powder in that, and it just goes milky as soon as I put it in. But if I keep the Brewmeister level down to like 10 kilos. I mean, the minimum in that malt pipe is 9 and the maximum is 12.5. So if I keep it at 10 kilos, mate, I get the flow through there like it's supposed to. The bed moves up and sits down and moves up and sits down with all the pump brakes and everything. As you can see, the little balls come over the hill. That thing there has slowed down a bit. It's still moving forward, but we're just saving money. We're not using a whole lot. It's up to, I don't know if you can see that, I can hardly see it. It's up to 880 watts, so it's almost at a kilowatt, and that'll just keep that going slow. With everything turned off, that thing goes backwards now, so you know, I'm pretty impressed with that. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the Brewmeister to heat this new addition of water up that I've got in there. I've got all the pumps hooked up and they're all running. I'm using my remote control pump system, as many of you seen me do in my videos. If you want information on my remote control stuff, just shoot me a message or a comment in the penny section below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Okay, that's the grist that's going in the 100 litre esky, so that's the rest of it, and there's my 10 kilos. So this is what I normally do for the brew days. Got the 10 in the Brewmeister and everything else in the esky. And I do have another esky there if need be, and another pump system to set up. So if I want to get bigger, you know, either I need a bigger pot there and a bigger mash tun there, hey, she's another upgrade. Okay guys, this is what I mean by the pump pushing the grain bed up and down. Now I've just mashed in the Brewmeister and in here. I haven't stirred that up very well, I'm about to do that, but I'm going to hit start on here and you'll see that thing there moving up and down. That's the top plate, so it'll move up and down as the grain's pushed up. So I've got that much play in it. So here we go. That plate should come up as well.
It's calling me a liar. Oh well. It will move up and down in there. You couldn't really see it. It's up there now. I can feel it with my finger. The grain bed has been pushed up to the top, which is awesome. And it will continue to go up and down with all the pump brakes. That's the idea of the pump brake. So now I've just got to stir this mash up here and just keep an eye on the recirculation. I've got my flow controllers, but I'm currently wiring them up, and I need a box to put them in. Now I'm tracking down a metal box. I was going to make one, but guys, to be honest, the one I've found for $65 at Mitre 10, which is a first aid cabinet, I think is going to be ideal. It comes with a key lock. All I have to do is drill some holes and put my stuff in it. Now, I'm not going to have a very intricate brewing system. Like, it's not going to have millions of switches and dials and everything. I'm going to have a couple of probably go with the PDIs, but PIDs. But I'll have a look, see if I can get the relays for the STCs going, and probably like 2 of those in there, plus the 2 flow controllers and my remote control pumps, so my remote control switches. So really, there's going to be, I don't need a big box and all the bells and whistles for what I'm doing. I think that's all like show pony shit. Alright guys, till the next part. Bit of a bummer for the day. The clouds have come over. What I was producing in solar, not much now. Not much at all. So, not much of a help today. But then again, that dial there is slowly going backwards. So we haven't got much running. It should be running that way. So, yeah, no, that's pretty good on a brew day. Obviously the Brewmeister's not kicking in. The hot water one's going off its head. Wish I could stop that one. But yeah, that one's going backwards with the limited amount of sunlight that we do have. You got to love it. As you can see, we've got a good little recirc going. I've had no trouble with the grain at all in either system. None whatsoever. Just evening out the water flows, but you can see the colour is coming up fantastically. Fantastically? The colour is fantastic. We're 4 minutes left on our protein rest, and then it's going to ramp up for the sacrification rest. Big words for a little brewer. Alright, we've just engaged the second HLT because the 40 litre urn is just not enough for this system. I really need, you know, 80 litres of sparge water. So this one here, I have a little problem with the element rusting in the bottom. It's just those little brass fittings around the end which discolours the water if I leave the water in there too long. So what I do is, you know, it's nearly mash time. So we're nearly mashing, so an hour left. By the time this is heated up to my temperature, I'll be needing the water, and the water won't be discoloured at all. So yeah, that's the HLT system. I've got that running off the 15 amp, and the same as the Brewmeister. So that's awesome. Everything's still going well. My mash is still sitting where I want it. So I'm having no flow control issues, which is awesome. Colour is great. And the sun's still behind the crap clouds. But, oh yeah, no, 1,143 watts. But that, with all that, is spinning off its head. Come on, DJ, spin that wheel. Alright, we're heating up for the mash temp. See if we can see the control box there. Set actual. So we're about 8 degrees under saccharification rest. I started setting up the brew at 7 o'clock this morning. We're 2 hours into it. Grains are crushed, coffee drunk, brew set up, water heated, everything's going well. You can see that colour. It is an English extra special bitter. It's still a bit cloudy because when I move the tube around in there, it stirs up all the starchies and powderies again and pumps it all through there. Basically it's filtering. I'll explain it a little bit more later, but I use this grain bed when it's suspended in the air by my hoist. I use that as my filter. So I just pour vigorously, just 5 litres at a time, sparge water straight into that grain bed. That grain bed's then pumped up in through the top of this malt pipe for the mash out, which I do at 82 degrees. I'm saying a lot. I don't know why. So we'll change the to so. Oh, here we go. We're going for a pump rest. You can see what I was talking about before. That thing has risen. Now the grain bed will be falling down. That's an awesome colour. Yeah, so I use that malt pipe as the actual filter for the whole grain bed, and you'll see that it's quite a unique way of doing it that I've sort of come up with. So I'm just enjoying a bit of a frosty ale. That's my Such Is Life, which, sorry DJ, I'm just going to put you on pause for a minute. Just catching up on a few YouTube videos also. That's my Such Is Life, and it is absolutely fantastic for a pale ale. I haven't gone overboard on the piney or the resiny, and it really shines through. I've had that sitting in the keg for a couple of weeks now, and now I've just started trying it, and it's an awesome pale ale. I should say that's like my little baby, but yeah, I can't wait for the next increments of the Nick Kelly series. I'm just waiting on hops and stuff like that, but that's all good. I've put a ruler in here to prop up the lid, and I'm using that ruler to keep the grain, the water flow right. So I'm just coming out, checking the numbers, keeping it between 27 and 28, and that's all good. It's going well today, so hopefully the brew day will run smoothly for the whole day. Alright, we're heading up for the mash out, guys. Had a bit of a interlude there. I had to go out, get some lunch and do something for shopping, but back now, and I turned the system off and left. Now I've come back and I'm operating the Brewmaster on manual. I'm just ramping it up to 82 degrees and just doing the pump rests as I'm going. Don't really need to do them, but still want to rinse those sugars out. Still want to rinse a bit of those sugars out as it's heating up. But guys, you can see that colour. That is fantastic. That is a deep, deep red. Remembering that there is a lot of sparge water to go in that, just to thin it down a little. But the sun's come out and it's been out most of the day. It was a bit overcast today, so we have had good run on the Scola. So hopefully this brew day, just basically where it's running now, I don't know if you can see that, is running at 2.3 kilowatts, 2.3 and a half. That's basically like my own running, so that's not bad. So far so good, guys. I've emptied most of that into there, which is pumped into there, and I was explaining my filtration system. That's filtering my wort through that grain bed. which is going into there, which is now pumping all the way over to in here. So we just got to look for the final volume, gravity, and start the boil. Alright guys, I'm nearing final volume in my pot. So I better take me a gravity reading. We're about 1,047. So I'm confident enough to just keep pumping the wort out of the Brewmeister and fill the pot up to my volume size, which is nearly full, and then boil for an hour. Well, another interruption has happened today on the brew day. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're just ramping this up for the boil now. The missus has scraped the grains. She's got a lot of grains out of there. I've got my last little bit of wort, watered down wort from there to put into there. But guys, I'm going to hit my numbers. May overshoot them by 1. I think, from what I'm looking at here. So yeah, we'll see how we go. All in all, I think it's been pretty successful. There's a bit of cleaning to do. I'm not going to show you any of that, and there's hop additions and all that. A little bit of grain to clean out, so we've just taken the dogs for a walk. Just got back with some more Coke and dogs that have walked. And then got to put my gummies back on and start washing all this stuff out, because I got a phone call this morning for an order for more Pilsner, which I have none of, so I'm brewing another 150 litres tomorrow. So guys, that's a 300 litre weekend. Alright, we used to have a fabulous night, and I'm going to edit this video and throw it up. And thanks to all my subscribers, all new and all old. Any questions that you guys want to ask about my system here and how I work it out, because I'm pretty unconventional on how I work shit out. So yeah, if you've got any questions or anything you want to need to know, just hit me up. I'll be happy to answer, do a video or whatever. Guys, remember one thing: beer makes you smarter. There we go. There's the start of the boil. You can see the hot break there, all the protein coagulating there, but you can see the boil coming up underneath that over there. So we're just going to let that get a little bit more vigorous, and then we'll start the timer. We've got the first edition over here, that's 17.8% alpha acid, and it's 100 grams. So we're looking at 39 IBUs with this bad boy. 39.45 once the brew in the bag, the cube cooling happens. So we're looking at about 45 IBU for this English bitter, which is where we pitch it, which, you know, it's pretty good. But this has been an all-day event. This is 5:30 in the afternoon. We've been out twice, and we've had to let it sit twice. So it's been a big day. But there it is, guys. I did do an outro before, so we'll yeah, it's all good. Dueling pots boiling over there too, guys. Boiling over there as well. That's the extra. That's the adding to that. Top it up. So boiling the top off already. Good stuff. Okay. We've done a little bit of a whirlpool, but we've captured all the hops in the hop sock. So yeah, we're just going to start filling the cubes. To the top each time. We're going to fill 6 cubes with Pommes Breath English bitter. And I've got the volume and shit. with a 150 litre batch, guys. I am 1 point out. I know, I'm 1 point above what I needed. Done. I wanted 145, I got 146 on a 150 litre batch with no computer program. Gosh.